Okay, so should we wait till 9:15 or should we start?
Well, is everybody here?
If everyone's here?
Well, then what are we waiting for?
Okay, let me do the show
You with
start.
a sugar high?
That is true.
The coming of the apocalypse?
Oh.
Well,
Everybody has such good answers.
the gnome train? Here we go.
No.
Trains.
Welcome to Frazlecast, a podcast by a Blizzard fan gnome about World of Warcraft and geeky stuff. Each week we are joined by awesome people around the world of Azeroth and beyond. And this episode is a packed house. Hey, Eric Gauder, can you move over a little bit? I'm falling off the bench.
I can't move.
Okay, Deceiverr, can you move over a little bit? I need more room. I'm almost falling off the bench. Come on!
Okay, I get it. I'm fat.
No, I didn't
Christ,
say
man,
that.
you don't have to keep emphasizing that.
And no, I'm not sharing you my bench.
Well,
this is my bench. This whole bench is mine.
I'm almost on the floor. Come on.
Deceiver, if it'll make you feel better, I'm not fat, and he was trying to move me, so...
Yes,
Well, of course, you move the lighter one first.
absolutely.
And you can't have my spot. I've sacrificed everything.
I'm just gonna go sit in the corner.
Yeah.
Frazley, you can just sit on the floor.
You're a gnome. How much room do you need?
Yeah, really.
Exactly.
Good point,
You could
yeah.
Probably table.
Picking on the gnome. Come on. That's not fair.
I have no sympathy.
I'm a
You started it.
Draenei. I'm a Draenei. I need a lot of space.
Because you're big.
I'm a human, and I'm totally fine.
And
with
very
it.
nice. I mean. Anyway, I also want to give a shout out to a new podcast that is launched called Merely a Setback. It's run by forget their name. I forget their name. Shark.
Great plug.
No. It's called Merely Setback. It's a new podcast focused on story of WoW lore, and it is it's run by Sharko from the BattleNet News. I'm probably getting his name wrong, but him. But yeah, I was sorry, I can't words tonight. I was listening to it earlier, and they were kind of going over the interesting scene in 7.3, and that's all I'll say about that. But it was it's a fun podcast. But anyway, this week we are joined by Deceiverr,
Yarg.
the Zeest Cow or Eric Gauder,
Don't look at me, I'm hideous.
Jer,
Hello.
Lady Emma.
I want all your souls.
That's creepy. And Nevar.
Who brought the beer?
I think that was Jer. Right, Jer?
All right.
Oh yeah.
Now we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Green, it's mine.
Yeah. I
And all-
brought my own, and I'm keeping it all.
And all future rounds are being paid for by Nevar.
Dang.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sam,
thanks,
don't
Nevar.
let me down.
So I'm gonna start ordering absinthe for everyone because if it's on him,
Absolutely.
How long is this
Dang.
podcast? We're gonna be dead.
5 hours. It's just.
Whoa.
Dude, I'll
5
be
hours,
dead by
Beth, then
30 minutes.
We'll be dead 30 minutes in, yeah.
Well, and there is the drinking game about nice for this podcast. So I'm trying to say nice.
Oh, yeah,
but drink.
The official drinking game of Frazzlecast for people
Every
age
ti- every
21
time-
and older.
Every time Frazley makes a transition, take a big old drink.
Speaking of transitions.
and every single time he says nice, take 5 drinks.
Yes.
Oh, God.
No,
we're
that
gonna
one's
be dead.
pushing it. We don't want to kill people. We want them to last at
Fine.
least 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Fine, 2
that's our
shots.
audience.
Yeah.
Fine, 2.
So 2 shots. That's smaller.
One
He
shot.
says nice a lot, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
know.
Like, let's skip the nice thing because even I'll say that sometimes. It's exclusively for his transitions.
Nice.
You take one shot.
No.
every
if
transition.
Frazley says nice, you have to take at least a shot of
I
something.
think
Yeah.
if Frazley says nice, Frazley has to take a shot.
How's about?
Water here.
Okay, yeah, I can go for that.
But
if Frazley does a transition, the audience takes a shot. If
Yeah.
Frazley says nice, Frazley takes a shot.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Therefore,
Be careful,
uh,
Frazley.
Welcome to Frazzlecast.
Should I start
everybody.
getting alcohol?
I'm a
in front of me
gnome.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
can start taking shots.
And speaking of transitions,
I swear to God, Frazley, you're already getting our audience drunk.
yeah.
The hell?
I know something. Anytime I bring up something naughty or PG, then people take a shot.
Or
Because
PG.
I don't do that at all. I mean, non-PG. Sorry.
All right,
I
we
can
are
say-
going to be under the table tonight.
No, we are stopping that. We are not redoing.
Emma, if we go for that drinking game where every time you mention something naughty, everyone takes a shot, dude, we're all gonna be dead 10 minutes into it.
Well, speaking of being dead, how was your?
All right, everyone take a shot.
Take a drink, everybody.
Swear to
Okay,
God.
Be right back.
I'm drinking.
I am too.
I'm 17. I'm safe from this game. I'm the
Just
only
drink
one who's
liquid.
gonna stay sober.
Just
Drink
liquid.
water. True, we never said what you had to take a shot of. It could just be
That's
water.
right. That's true, but I have access to alcohol, therefore it will be.
Yeah, have fun, diseased cow.
I will have fun. I always have fun.
You are getting comments in the Discord.
Yes, I'm going to try restarting that stream.
We're getting comments in the Discord.
Okay, it's now it says it's green for me, so I think it's Discord's going
It's
to be our
showing you're live.
yeah, and now my stream's. I think I just got to deal with it because yeah. So I apologize everybody with the Twitch, but Discord's going to be our main one, so just Twitch is kind of a secondary thing.
Okay, I'm back with my alcohol.
Oh
Yay.
yeah.
What
Why
kind?
am I not surprised?
Well, I thought we were having a drinking game.
I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like Twitch is working again.
I drink for
Not
sport.
for me.
Why am I not surprised?
I sport for drink. I mean, I drink for sport as well.
The only problem is I couldn't find my adult sippy cup.
I've got my water.
That
You mean
honestly
shot
sounds
glass?
horrifying. That sounds like when you have like those like adult people that like to dress up like babies. That's what like adult sippy cup makes me think of. It's upsetting.
No, it's basically
Yeah.
a plastic cup with a lid and it has a straw. And
Just a
all my
cup.
friends call them sippy cups because I bring them everywhere I go.
That,
So
that
just
sounds
like a cup you'd get from like McDonald's or something.
yeah. I mean, I've got a ton of cups with straws because I keep spilling stuff.
That's
just-
usually why I have them, so there's no alcohol abuse.
Okay, I don't have
And
it.
yet you then proceed
Yeah.
to use that cup for alcohol.
You mean you don't swear and beat your alcohol?
Okay,
Never.
okay.
Never.
So Deceiver.
Okay, I was just confirming. You said
It's
you
a
don't
sad
abuse
day when
alcohol.
you're coming to me to try and make things more safe for work. It's a sad day when that's the case.
So Deceiver, how was your week?
Really nothing special. I'm just glad that in school I finally have all of my classes set and I don't need to keep changing them
Nice.
because I don't keep getting incompetent teachers now.
That's good. So you don't have like computer science being run by somebody who doesn't even know how to run a calculator.
No, they know how to use a calculator, but they didn't know how to get subtitles on a freaking YouTube video.
Hmm.
So
Getting-
they might as well have not known how to use a calculator for all I don't care.
Yeah.
But now I got into Gen Tech, which is like basically like the Genius Bar at my school. So it's more or less a free period where I can just go on like Code Academy or wherever else and just practice coding.
Nice.
So it's a little more
Oh,
practical.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh my god, he said nice. Take a drink.
Yeah.
No, only Frazley has to take a shot when he says nice.
Oh, you're
no
right.
one else.
Okay.
I took one erroneously.
Why am I not surprised? Shot of what? Water?
Actually, it's Green Label Mountain Dew at the moment.
Oh, nice.
So
Be right back.
then,
I'm going to grab some water of my own.
Do it.
Eric Gauder, how was your week? And remember, you need to ask about something that we talked about.
Oh. Well, all right. So my week
Horse.
came. Yes, I remember it now. So my week, I came back from vacation.
Nice.
So I'm no longer on the beach. So, it's a little worse than the week that was previous. But it's been fine. I was out of town doing some work today, but I'm back. Got back about an hour ago. So just in time for this. This This is gonna go so. When I ask this question, it's gonna like take things off in such a separate direction. Do you want to ask everybody else how their week was, and then I'll loop back to it?
That sounds good. Okay, so
All right, let's do that.
So then, Jer, how was your week?
My week was good outside of gaming. My dad had been very sick and spent 2 weeks in the hospital, then spent 2 weeks at a rehab center trying to get some strength back. But he came home Saturday and he's doing much better. So that's very good.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's about it as far as outside of game. Work's just work. Weekend was pretty nice, though, for Labor Day. Went to a Cubs game, which is always a good time. Going to another one this Sunday, which will probably be my last game of the year since the season's almost over. Then just had a small cookout with one of my brothers and my sister. In game, I've just been loving 7.3. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Just been going around doing pretty much every single world quest, whether that's staying up later to knock them out or getting up a little early before work. Because some of them seem to pop up around 10 o'clock and they end like in the middle of the day when I would be at work. So I'm trying to get those done. With the Dark Moon Fair up, making sure I got the rep bonus. And then I've been pretty lucky this week with mounts. I got the Lucid Nightmare.
Nice.
Which I see on your agenda to talk about. I thought that quest line was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy. And then I also pulled the, what was it called? The Bile-Tooth Gnasher, which is one of those creepy looking demon hunter-ish mounts.
Yep.
Nice.
And that's about it. Just been, like I said, just loving 7.3. So trying to learn my way around the zones without having to look at the map every 30 seconds and not get killed. The invasions, I've been doing those. They're a little crazy. I've been surviving a little bit better by switching. I'm a warrior, so I've been switching to Pratt when I go in there because a lot of times it seems like I get stuck with no healer in there. And I find that the lesser invasions have been harder than the greater invasion. But
Yeah.
I think that's about it. I know I won't talk anymore about 7.3 because it looks like you got a lot of topics on your agenda. So that's about it.
Nice. Yeah, and sorry, saw that water. And Lady Emma, how was your week?
Okay, so I know we're going to be talking about the mount, the something nightmare mount. Apparently, I did that in about 3 hours total from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that
Nice.
Twitter thread I was a part of, and I had no idea what it was
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
6 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably.
The maze took me an hour and a half total.
Okay. Wow.
Damn.
That was
Yeah.
good.
do it on
I
a
heard
demon
people,
hunter so I can do it in 10 minutes.
I heard that there were people who took 4 hours. So
Yeah, that's all I'm hearing is people are taking 4 hours plus on just the maze. And I'm like, the maze wasn't that hard. Everyone was like saying how hard it is. And, I got a whole bunch of colored pens out. I got paper out. And they say I have to map it out. I started mapping it out. And I think after the 5th or 10th room, I said, screw it, I'm not mapping it out. Then I saw that there's an add-on that you can get so you can kind of mark the room.
Yeah.
And that helped me with one of the orbs to the rune. But what really got me was I didn't realize when you kind of did the stairs, it kind of looped you around and it doesn't really work well with the add-on. So, because it didn't know where it looped around on.
Well, and
So I got lost, and then things that should have had openings no longer have openings. And I said, okay, screw this, no longer using that. And I just had a system, how I would figure out when to turn and which room to go into. And it worked.
yeah,
Well done.
How did the maze work? Was it one of those mazes where you go into a it ports you back to the beginning, or was it just you dead end kind of thing?
Basically, what it happens is apparently if you go straight to as far, let's say left as you can go, there'll be stairs, and that stairs will loop you around to the other side.
well,
Apparently. That's my understanding of the whole
So
stairs.
it like Pac-Man's it?
Kind of, yes.
Okay.
But it doesn't quite tell you where.
I must have been looking into the fog because I saw stairs sometimes, but I must not have looked at the stairs enough.
Yeah, see, why I find the stairs is it reset the map for me. That's how I felt, but what I've been told, it just loops you around. So basically, if I hit the stairs, I just reset my map when I was going to use it. So I'm
a lot.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of doing it again for my boyfriend because, to tell you the truth, I found it a lot of fun, and I want to see if I can beat my time.
Ooh, you're getting competitive against yourself.
Yeah, I do that.
Nice.
And you know that the stair theory would explain why I sometimes thought that things were resetting itself. Because like I was using the add-on, but yeah, think about the stairs. I could have taken some non-stairs, and that would have actually been better for me.
Yeah. Way I'm going to do it next time is basically avoid the stairs completely.
Smart.
Because the stairs just kind of messes up your whole map system, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Well,
that explains what was happening to me too, because I was marking, like most people, I was marking the runes and the colored torches, and then there were a couple times I came back in the room and I look at my map and I was like, okay, I must have marked the room wrong because now the doorways that are blocked are different. But maybe that's what it was. I had reset the map and didn't realize it.
Yeah,
exactly. So don't trust the stairs. For the Bejeweled part, everyone says it takes about like 2 hours. It was 10 minutes for me. And I didn't have to reset it. Apparently someone had to reset it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure if there's no moves, it resets itself. But yeah, no, the whole thing was simple for me only because I do this type of puzzles for fun on a regular basis. If I can find a puzzle game on Steam, I usually try to buy it, especially if it's cheap, and I will just play it. I love them. So what else have I been doing? Right now I'm working on and chew the mana buns. Kill 2,000 non-trivial demons. It gives you a mount.
nice.
Yes.
That one, because I'm working on that achievement too.
What mount?
It is
A tall book.
Hoof, all right, I'll call it Bleak Roof Rune Strider.
Yeah. You get a tall book from that, and if you kill 5,000, you get the title Demon Slayer, I think.
Ooh, that would be
I
a
didn't
good
know
title to
about
have on my
that.
demon hunt.
Yeah.
Damn it! Now I gotta farm that.
Yep. 5,000 of those bad boys. But there are farming groups that go
Which is
relatively fast.
What I am in right now, which is good. Problem is, Horde keeps tagging the demons.
That's not fun.
Ha!
Horde scum.
Yeah.
No, that's what you get for being on the inferior faction. That's called karma.
There's more of us in this farming area than Horde. Just the Horde keeps putting down AoE.
Because the Horde is smart and is punishing you for having chosen the wrong faction.
They chose the wrong faction.
Or I don't have many AoEs anymore. I've been raiding with my raid team at 5 o'clock in the morning. And
did you just say at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yep.
Are you smoking crack?
Oh God, I wish I was.
Oh my God. To each their own. I mean, if that's what you got a thing for, I'm not going to judge you, but I don't recommend it.
I get up 5 a.m. normally during the week for work, so it's
You
not
need to get a
much of a
different
stress.
Yeah.
Actually, I prefer it because that means I start work at 7:30 and I get home, or leave work at 4 and I get home by 5.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
she's
worth it to have to
definitely
get
on.
up at 5, though. 5
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning. Here's my theory on that. Either it's you're up too late, go to bed, or you're up too early, go to bed.
Yeah, she's definitely on crack. And
I'm
again,
also-
not really my thing. I'm more of a meth person myself. But
I'm also a morning person.
I love Breaking
So
Bad.
I've been getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning, probably as long as I can remember. I used to drive my mom nuts until I
Is
learned
that
how
5
to turn on
o'clock
the TV.
Canadian time?
Yes.
Okay.
Canadian
Well, that
time.
that
What the hell is
explains everything.
Canadian time supposed to mean?
I don't know.
But it's Pacific time.
So the superior time.
Well, clearly not if you're getting up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, seriously.
Like I said,
I mean, I have to
been
get up at
5
5
a.m.
a.m.
there.
for school.
5 a.m. there would be 8 a.m. here, and that's reasonable. So
Yeah, I could do
Yeah.
that, but I mean,
that's what I do.
Okay,
Me
so
would-
it's still superior.
no.
Me was 5 a.m. and I've been doing it since I was little. And I used to watch cartoons when I wake up. It just, that's just who I am. It drives my boyfriend nuts because he wants to sleep in until like 11. And I've slowly changed him, so now that 11's turned to 9.
Oh, listen to that. I've slowly changed him. That's the beginning of the end. I've slowly changed you, honey.
Hey, we've been together for 6 years, going on 7.
And
It's
he's
taken
now
you
house
7 years
trained.
to make him advance 2 hours.
Well, congratulations for lasting that long.
Yeah,
For your relationship.
only another 15 years, and you'll have him up to 5 o'clock.
I don't think I'll ever get him to 5 o'clock, but if I can get him to 7, I will be happy.
Well,
7
based on-
p.m.,
based
we
on
could
the
work
math
on
there,
that.
You have another 7 years to go.
Yeah. So other things in World of Warcraft, other than the raid team, the raid team is still having issues with getting Kill Jaded and Normal down. And on Heroic, I think they've only managed to get 4 bosses. They have a boss that's a roadblock there. But it's still a fun raid team. It's Bacon and Kegs on Area Peak from Convert to Raid.
Bacon and kegs, I like that.
The reason for the name is we have half the people from Australia, hence the early time because it's late for them. So those people are having the beer, the keg,
yes.
and people like me have the bacon because we're getting up really early.
I understand it. I was just saying it's clever. It's a clever play on words. I like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great fun raid team. They basically accept anyone who wants to come as long as there's room, and they know what they're kind of doing. Like, you can be a complete noob, and as long as you learn, hey, more the merrier. And plus, they're part of the Convert to Raid family, which is a great family to be part of.
Absolutely. Nice.
What else? I know I've done more things in game. I've done all the storyline I can possibly do, but I'm sick and tired of Illidan telling me I need to do more invasions. And I'm also very disappointed with the invasions.
Just the
I told you they were lazily made. I was right.
I thought they would be better. I really did. One, they kind of put you in a scenario, and even if you just stand around and do nothing, you can get credit for stuff. But I would like it kind of popping you into a group with people. So if you have people who are healers, they can actually heal, and if people are tanks, you can see that they're tanks. Right now, you're just ported in with a random group of people, and you not in a party with them.
okay, yeah. So, but it's kind of like the invasions, though, because it's kind of seamless. At least from what I was experiencing.
I don't know. I'm kind of bored with Argus. I'm really bored with it.
Wow.
I've got no words.
I'm disappointed in you, Emma.
Well, like, certain things are pretty, and I don't mind looking at it, but I feel I'm bored.
No, just stop. The damage is done. You've said you're hurtful.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm saying that having no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if even he's saying it, you know you said something full. Like,
You're going to be in some hurt because you're not going to get any new content until mid-November.
What I think it is, like, right now I'm in a massive group.
Frazley!
I love the bullhorn.
Why?
Okay.
In a massive
No, have
group,
that
so
bullhorn
it's
on the
not-
ready.
It's not too bad. Because I actually feel like I'm socializing somewhat in here, and these people are actually talking. And I guess that's what made me like the whole mount thing, was because when you're trapped in that maze, you can talk to everyone else who's trapped in that maze.
Oh, maze buddies.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, if someone feels discouraged, you can kind of encourage them on. It's like, you'll find it. And then when someone finally, gets to the end like I did, everyone's like, yay, you made it. And I didn't tell them how long it took me because I think they would be mad at me.
Yeah, because I think it took at least 2 hours plus.
I was there. It took at least that long.
Yeah, because we started like 4 or 5 and didn't get done till like 6:30.
It went on for a long time.
I had to take a bathroom break in between.
It's all on
Dang.
YouTube. You can stat it up.
I had too much water and coffee.
But it was, I don't know, it was
TMI.
a fun experience. I have to say I liked the whole thing. I thought it was going to be worse than what it is. I think the very first puzzle was the worst for me.
The Odwar or the Delaran?
Oldwar.
Oh, sorry, Delaran that wasn't hard. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. That one, I did that in a raid group with Convert to Shenanigans. So thank you, Silverbolt.
Yeah, for me, I had the image up, and it was slightly wrong. So that what messed me up, and I had to look at like a couple other ones to figure out, okay, where did I make a mistake? But that was like so time-consuming, clicking on every single thing.
My least favorite was the... Oh, sorry. I hope these aren't spoilers for anybody. They might...
Oh my god! Spoiler alert.
Like, oh my god, spoilers.
I
Oh
think
my God,
I've spoiled the
Look at
majority of
her
that quest.
spoilers.
Okay, so
Well, I
then
don't think most people are solving it on their own anyways, so they're going to have spoilers no matter what.
Okay, then
Yeah, had a whole-
Well, I can
whole
tell you for
intro.
sure, I like totally didn't do it on my own. Like a total
my God,
lazy
guys.
shit.
Oh my god, we're so stuck in these voices.
You might be. I can easily stop that.
But speaking of being stuck in voices, Lady Emma, do you have anything else?
Shot time.
Yeah.
What? I heard my name, and that was it.
Do you have anything else? No. I mean, like, do you have any other week? Well, because I think I got us into a tangent.
Well, I feel really bad for murdering these cute little alien kitty things so they can drop an egg. And I finally got an egg, so now I got to wait 5 days to find out what's in it. But,
And then it's going to have a yolk, and you're going to be so mad, and you'll be back saying how much you're unhappy with Draenor.
pretty much.
Or Argus.
But I did find out
Whatever.
the little kitties that everyone's like, oh, I want it as a companion pet, yada yada yada. I did find out that one of the factions in the main like spaceship thing will sell it to you as a companion once you hit Honor.
Yeah, the Argusian Reach. It is the orphaned Marcel.
Yeah, that's it. So I can't wait to get it honored. I'll get to it soon when I stop being lazy. But I'm killing demons right now. But I think that's all I've done in World of Warcraft. Up to date with storyline, find out things that I need to kill.
Well, then, let's go to somebody who hopefully hasn't been killing poor innocent kitties. Nevar, have you been killing poor innocent kitties?
I have
kitty.
not been killing alien kitties because they
You
look
liar.
much better.
You've obviously been killing lots of alien kitties.
No.
No, listen
Only-
to his
only-
voice. He must be
Only
killing.
Draenei children. I mean, if those are the kids
Hey!
you're talking about, then,
Hey, hold on a second there.
hey,
You're sacrificing their souls, aren't you?
pretty
like
much.
Gul'dan?
Yes.
So you're a Gul'dan wannabe?
No, I follow Illidan, and I go around, and every time he tells me to do something, I'm like, Daddy, what? What am I supposed to be doing? And then it's just all downhill from that. But
Can
no,
it get any lower than that, though?
no,
Can it really?
no. Sadly, it cannot, because Illidan has not done. Although I have to say, the cinematic where, spoiler alert, where he gets squeezed and she squeezes the eye beams out of him, amazing.
Yes, Taryn Gregor is amazing.
I couldn't believe that. And you know what? I kind of feel that quest is empowering for people into, someone might say that you're broken. There's something wrong with you. You're not. You're perfect the way you are in every shape way. And scars and marks and all that just makes you who you are.
Actually, I like that. Because, yeah, we are all
That
different.
is true.
Or how about
What about people that are twins?
Their fingerprints are different, and they might also have different scars if one fell and the other one didn't. So they still are unique in some way.
And I know
There is-
Less ways.
I'm related.
There
to
is
twins.
one problem with the cinematic, though. One
What?
very big problem. While it is empowering, it's also gonna make the edgelord demon hunter assholes become even edgier.
Hey, I'm one of those edgelord demon hunter assholes. Watch yourself.
You're
I
not
just
even
collect
denying
those.
the asshole part. You're just going on with it. Yeah, I'm an ass. You got a problem?
Yeah, pretty much. Come on.
If you're gonna
Yeah,
insult me, do
It's
it
like
properly.
when someone makes fun of me for having long hair. Like, oh, what are you, a girl? And it's like, bitch, shut up and buy me a Starbucks.
I'm pretty sure my hair is longer than yours, so
Buy me a Starbucks.
Oh my god, just like shut up and buy me a Starbucks
Like,
Do people
with
buy
an
you a
extra
Starbucks?
double shot of white girl extract.
Ew.
okay.
Oh God.
Yeah, you have fun with that one.
Are they putting that in Starbucks now?
So I think green. It's people.
Another reason that I don't go to Starbucks now. Good lord.
It's not
Man.
Starbucks anymore. It's Soylent Bucks.
Oh man. Okay, that's gonna ruin. No, I'll still go to Starbucks tomorrow for
This
right?
podcast is brought to you by Starbucks.
Yes.
Correction. This podcast is brought to you by Soylent Bucks.
Formerly brought to you by Starbucks.
So Navarre, so you after you go to the Starbucks at Argus, because there is one on Argus, I've been to it. It's actually pretty good.
Liar.
They have pumpkin spice latte now. But
Yes.
Ooh, do they?
yeah,
And it's powered by the light.
Yes.
Ew.
Yes. It is good stuff. So I've done a lot of
Ew.
invasions. Really disappointed with the fact that they've limited my treasure farming. Really want to stab them for that. Very
What did they do?
treasure farming. So on the Broken Shores, you're limited to 100 treasures a day. Here, you're limited to one treasure of its spawn location a day,
ooh,
which is crap. The other thing that they did that is really, really crappy is that they put the cap for the whatever you want to call them, the little crystal thingies to buy the stuff at 1,500. What is the point of putting the cap at 1,500 when clearly it's 1,300 to buy whatever it is that you want to buy?
I totally agree with that.
I agree
And-
too.
Totally agree.
And the other crystals don't have that issue. You had unlimited amount. So what's the deal, Blizzard? Because let me tell you, people like me who want to create content, you're really just screwing us.
Yeah,
Not a fan.
hopefully it's going to be changed and like in the future. Like hopefully they're just trying to do like a gating thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't gate. You just go back, buy it, and go in and get more. Like that doesn't deter me from still farming the stupid things, but it just makes me have to copy my character over to the PTR 50 times if I want to do 100 opening video. And that, Blizzard, is more work than I like to do. So stop it, damn it.
Yes,
Not
Blizzard.
a fan.
Uh,
Yes,
Stop it, you little shits.
pretty much. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on some opening videos, streaming a lot.
oh yeah,
Roughly right now about 12 to 14 hours a day.
that's awesome.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's a lot. This month has the possibility of being a big month because first time subscribers get half off their first sub. And Blizzard's also doing a thing for Children's Hospital where if you do a $10 cheer for any Twitch person, that they will donate $2 to Children's Hospital. So
Wow.
yeah, big deals that are going on in September. So
Absolutely. Well, and they said like on the half off for the new subs, the Twitch streamer still gets the full amount, which I think that's amazing.
yes, yeah, and it's a big deal. I mean, every sub matters, at least to me. I mean, I know some of the bigger streamers are just like meh or whatever, but for us small streamers that are trying to make their way, every sub matters a lot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What and I was looking at their affiliate requirements, and they actually are pretty cool because it stops the ones who are not going to be consistent, persistent, but it lets the ones who are really working at it become affiliates.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, the requirements for affiliate are, like you said, they're really not bad.
No,
I mean, you can get affiliate in 3 months of hard work. And actually not even hard work, just 3 months of consistent streaming, and having your friends watch, because you only need 3 consistent viewers to become an affiliate. So yeah, it's not bad at all. And it's the start for you to be able to pursue more. So like for me, every 25 subs, I do a charity stream.
nice.
So that gives back to the community and still helps me. So it's a win-win as far as that goes, at least for me, because I'm still doing what I love and people are getting something out of it as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, and because like I've been I will donate to like charity things to or like if someone's doing something like that, I will it's fun to see someone contributing back.
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, we can't do it without the support of the viewers. But there are those, no matter what, we're out here creating media or whatever. But there are people who have harder, tougher lives and issues. So I'll be doing mine for the Children's Hospital because I have a personal connection to that. So it's like I will do that, and as the months go on, the more streams that I do, I will ask the viewers, if there's anything that they want me to do as far as that goes. If they want, a certain hospital or something else like that, then it works out really well for everybody.
Absolutely. And
Yay!
not to put you on the spot, but that's a leading question. No, have you heard of Extra Life?
Yes. Yeah, I already have an Extra Life account. It'll go through Extra Life when I do it.
Awesome.
Because the big thing about Extra Life, or the big thing about any charity stream, is don't believe in a charity stream unless they're going through a parent company.
Absolutely.
Because there's been too many incidents of people saying, I'm going to do a charity stream, and then you don't know that the money is going to whomever or what. And I hate to say it, but there are shady people out there, and so make sure they're going through Extra Life, Red Cross, any of those big companies that the funds are going to be going to that location.
St. Jude. Yeah, St. Jude.
Anything that, and you can tell because when you donate, it actually doesn't go to the streamer's donation page, and that's how you can tell, is that it will actually go to an Extra Life page or something of that nature. So yeah, you want to make sure that you're good as far as that stuff goes, because like I said, sadly, there are those that are a little on the shady side out there, and it's not cool. So you kind of have to just keep an eye on those things.
Well, and like for tax purposes, it's nicer having it go through a charity, because then it's less work for you at the end.
Yeah, and ultimately, I mean, as a streamer, that's what you would want too, because in the end, if you had it go to you and then you donated it, the tax actually would have to come from you.
Yeah.
And if you do it through a secondary company, it's not, you're doing the work or you're putting yourself out there for it, but the financial responsibility of the back end of it isn't on you. And that's big, because I mean, if you did make a lot, you would end up being on the hook for a lot of tax that you might pay more in tax than you made in a month on streaming. So that would be bad.
Absolutely.
That'd be bad.
Nice. I was just
So yeah, that's what I've been up to.
very
Hey,
awesome.
real quick, I wanted to say thank you for mentioning that there is a cap on those.
1,500.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. So when I saw that I was at 1,100, I just went and turned one in, and I got a Titan Forged Fire Relic.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, so I did an opening video of 100 trinkets. And out of 100 trinkets, 35 of them Titan Forged. Out of the 35 that Titan Forged, 5 of them were amazing. Like, I got a 945 unstable Arcano Crystal.
Wow.
I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, this is all in the PTR because it's the only way to actually do large opening videos. But yeah, I would have loved to have had that in actual server because, man, that is, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have an 870 that Simcraft keeps telling me to use, which I'm like, no, I want to use my 915 relic or trinket.
Yeah, it's tough though. I
Crystal.
mean, because those raw stats provide so much, whether it be health, DPS, any of those things. It just provides so much. So it's hard to say, oh, I'm going to put on an 840 when I have a 930 item. You're like, well, clearly this 930 is better. But yeah, Simcraft does like to tell you to put on that low level thing, and it's painful to do. I had I think an 870 Arcano Crystal, and I finally got Simcraft to tell me not to put it on. I was like, yes, I could finally up my eye level. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it kept telling me to use it, but it was only like a 0.3% boost, I think. And I was like, I think I'll take the eye level. So then maybe possibly someone will accept me for a +2 mythic instead of getting turned down.
Jeez, +2. That's it.
All the
I'm
difficulties
just being a smart ass because with that relic, my eye level just hit 923, but at 910, 915, I'd still routinely just get turned down constantly when I try going through the dungeon finder.
It's hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
even I can get into a +2.
I'm still 899. So.
I can't.
I've been turned down from +7s, and I am 938.
Wow, that's just ridiculous.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Wow.
And it's crazy because I'm like, really. I'm only queuing for this because I have a quest or something and I want to get stuff done. But yeah,
I'm just in amazement. Wow.
well, I raid Mythic too, so
Okay.
I was raiding.
Did I just?
Get in. Oh. My team let me down. They came over to a vehicle and then they let me die.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I know.
A vehicle.
Yes, I'm playing PUBG at the same time, and I came to a vehicle. Well, they came to a vehicle and they didn't get in. They crouched down like they were waiting for somebody to be there. And I'm like, you got to jump in. Otherwise, somebody's going to shoot you. And you know what? Somebody shot me.
Yeah.
Shame on them. It happens.
But awesome.
Playing PUBG on a WoW podcast.
Yeah. I mean, PUBG's everywhere. So, and again, once I get a Mac, I have a Mac. Once it comes to Mac, if it ever does, I'm getting PUBG. But
Or if you ever get PC.
nope,
He won't.
I won't.
I do remember you when you back in the day did work on a PC though.
On Pinnacle, yep, absolutely.
Yeah, way back in the way when.
And then
Frazley.
I made commercials against Apple. I mean, I made like little.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I remember.
I was
those.
like so against Apple. And now what am I doing? I'm a huge Apple fanboy. Fandom.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Frazley. You said that you would only get a PC when you grew a third arm. So you and I need to go on a vacation to Chernobyl, reactor number 4.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yes.
That is true.
Inside the reactor, although it's not guaranteeing you're going to grow an arm because you might end
Can
up
we
just
do a
growing
YouTube
like
video about
third
it?
ass cheek, but
like all of those
a third appendage of any kind.
yeah.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
So
that is true.
I will call up one of the YouTubers like Exploring with Josh or the project people or whatever those.
Just call me, man.
Okay. And then we'll go to Chernobyl, do a video about it, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, hey, that sounds awesome.
Content. I need content.
Well, I definitely didn't need content this week. That was a transition.
Oh.
All right, so you're supposed to do 2 shots?
Yeah, it's only 1 shot because he does those transitions so damn often.
Yeah.
That is true.
That
right.
it's almost idiotic to do even a full shot. You should almost just be doing like half-size shots.
Yeah, I want to save your
he does
livers.
the transitions.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going to make it even really halfway through.
That is true.
Yeah. Now, do you want me to ask about the horse dealership now?
Not yet. Wait till the end. So I've been streaming on Mixer and Twitch and YouTube. I've been just for fun, just like game streaming. Running a podcast has kind of made me want to perform and stuff, so it's been fun. But I'm not at the level of Nevar, so I don't think I'll ever be at that your level of Nevar. 15 hours. Wow. I still
that's what I do full time. So I don't expect everybody else to sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, I stream a gazillion hours a day."
And
yeah, no, it's exhausting too. A lot of people like to sit there and say that it's not, and it is. It's very tiring.
Even after a couple hours, I'm feeling exhausted. I mean, it's hard being on a camera. Hi, camera. Twitch. It's hard being on a camera because you're on. I mean, everything you do, people see. If I were to poke myself in the eye, like I just did, people would see it.
Picking your nose.
Yeah.
I have this nice Elgato. You should sponsor this podcast because I'm going to talk about you. I have the Elgato Stream Deck, and it has. I've programmed it with some pretty awesome buttons to allow me to hit a button and my cam will turn off. So or my mic, if I'm going to sneeze, and I have a button that will mute just Discord, a button that will mute my stream.
That's
my
awesome.
Camera, changing scenes, do a Twitch clip. Then I have a folder for making YouTube videos.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How much is that?
It is, I think, $150.
Okay, I'll go on to the Stream Deck. I'm gonna.
And it's awesome. So it's basically a programmable. It's got 12 buttons, but each button can be a folder, so you can turn it into to quite the system.
Nice. I had one of the earlier Elgatos of 2015, and like nowadays that one's probably pretty low quality. But I'm gonna look into that because at some point I've got other things I want to get at some point, like the new Fitbit watch that's coming out. I'm a Fitbit fan, no. But yeah, no, I've been streaming Twitch and stuff. I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, just it's fun. Last night, I'll save that for a second because I need Deceiverr and Eric Gauder. Last night was hysterical.
Oh, man.
I will get that in a second.
Last night was one of the best nights of my life.
I know. I'm so glad YouTube caught that because that was amazing. But yeah,
I will actually go back and watch that entire stream. That just
I will too because that was awesome.
I'd just skip to the stuff about government cheese personally.
Well,
Yeah.
that's right when you came in. So
Yeah.
That's when it became relevant.
Well, there were other parts that were interesting. I'll just say, like
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to stop here.
Oh, you mean like Dumble?
Yeah. I got
No further details necessary?
And no further details necessary. If you want to hear about it, watch the stream on YouTube. It is not going on this podcast.
Well,
I'm just going to leave it at this, and this is a comment that'll let people figure out.
Just as long as
It's not sexual, but it's implied.
So it is sexual.
Okay, but yeah,
that does not at all. Not at all does that describe what was going on.
no. Yeah,
I mean, if that's what some people like, that could very well describe it. And again, leaving it at that.
if that's what George Takei means to people, then I guess. But that's
Yeah.
not what
I mean, that's what it's
Yeah.
turned into. It's turned into a meme about that sort of stuff, basically.
But yeah, the YouTube is youtube.frazzlecast.com. I'm still waiting to get a custom domain. I've got it on a few of my old accounts on YouTube, but not on the Frazley's account yet. So,
And don't forget to check out my YouTube, and please subscribe because I'm desperate to get enough subscribers to have a custom URL because I'm starting to hate my URL.
All right, what is it? I'll subscribe. What is it?
Deceiverr 13.
I got it.
yeah, search for it and you can search for Frazley Sparksman too on YouTube. And
All
also,
right, you got yourself one more there.
subscribe to Navarre.
Yeah, here I'm going to your thing and subscribing as well.
Oh, thank you, Navarre. Awesome. One more on my way to the YouTube, and you'll see that we're live there as well. Because
random change of topic. Because I'm doing the chew and mana buns. If you're in the raid, you have to tag every single mob. If you're in a party, you don't have to. So I advise do it in a party, and you probably will get a lot more killed than in a raid.
I'm even surprised that it
if
lets
you're
you get
a healer, though, just drop an AoE heal down, and anybody who tags it, you get credit for.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So yeah, go on your healers.
Yeah, I'm on my affliction lock, and I'm just dotting everything that I see.
And just
I'm
FYI,
so glad that I can AoE heal on my paladin.
for anybody who's looking to become a Twitch affiliate, once you're an affiliate, you cannot broadcast anything that was on Twitch for 24 hours. That's a thing that I found. I mean, like you can broadcast on Twitch, but you just can't share anywhere else for 24 hours.
So I will say though that Deceiverr 13 here is not hosting you; he's hosting somebody else right now. So
Deceiverr.
Probably Nixium or Brutal Static because I'm
brutal
also
static.
yeah, I'm set to auto host a number of people, and I think it usually goes to.
Oh, I'm just giving you
given
crap.
time.
But what you need to
So.
do is put your YouTube link on here.
Mine?
Yeah, because you wanted us to subscribe to your YouTube, right?
Yes.
Well, I found your Twitch and not your YouTube. So
Wait, my Twitch. How did you find my Twitch when you went to YouTube?
I didn't. I just typed in Deceiverr 13. I typed in Deceiverr 13 YouTube into Google, and your Twitch actually came up.
Man,
I mean,
Google.
you can follow me on Twitch too, but I don't bother streaming because it's always laggy as hell.
I'm following you on Twitch, so I have a Twitch friend.
Hey, I'll
I
be your friend.
appreciate that.
I'll be your friend. And follow Navarre too. Make sure to follow Navarre_SSS. Right? No.
Well,
No,
if
it's
he- if
Navarre
he says-
Impossible for.
Say something in the
my
chit
thing.
Yeah, Navarre
Shit.
Impossible.
In the Twitch channel, and then I can do it.
I will. Right in just 1 second. I still have to follow the correct YouTube one here.
But then I also got my rogue up to level 60, and I got flying on him, so I'm working on the rogue. I PvP'd with Convert to Shenanigans on Fridays. That's the Friday night fight nights, and hopefully I'm not breaking any NDAs, but I'll be hosting one of the Friday night fight nights coming up. And I will also be hosting one of the Convert to Shenanigans, so I'm excited.
Nice.
Wait, you're gonna have shenanigans? What?
Absolutely, and I will be streaming every Friday night fight and every Convert to Shenanigans I'm a part of. So,
Wait, you're converting shenanigans? Remember, I don't know what anything is. Anything that anybody has said tonight, I have no idea what anybody's
that's
talking
awesome. I'm just
about. You gotta hold my hand through this, man.
no, ew.
Do we have to?
Well, you don't have to. I meant metaphorically. You don't physically have to hold my hand. I have tiny hands, by the way. It would freak people out. So,
Yeah, good. I don't want to have to.
And
Yeah,
we also,
no.
And we also, I'm working more on Argus, so I'm enjoying it. Loving the
here's how
cutscenes.
little I know. I wanted to ask the question, who was Argus? But then people started as a place.
Sorry.
Well, at the end we're actually fighting the avatar of Argus, so technically it could be who.
yeah,
Okay.
that is true.
That is true. That's
And
very
Sounds
true.
like a name of somebody to me, so I just assumed it was a person
Well, I mean, it's
or some sort of entity.
Sargeras is kind of running Argus, so it's technically.
There's a spoiler, which I'm not going to say, but you're half right.
Nice.
I believe Argus is the name of a beer as well.
And a beer, and I think it's a company in Europe. Argus like shipping or Argus store?
I got the internet. I'm Googling it.
Nice.
Well, I know that in DC Comics, there's a military called Argus. I don't know if it's actually in the comics, but at least in the DCEU.
Oh,
for, like,
yeah.
Flash
It's
and
in Flash
Arrow.
and everything, and Batman too, because that's where what's her name works, the crazy Oprah Winfrey looking lady.
Oprah's in DC Comics?
Yeah.
Nice. I finished a bunch of Surmar. I just got to defeat Gauder, and I will have my full-on Mana Saber. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, nice.
Full on Mana
Nice.
Saber.
And
You
then
can do that in LFR.
I'm excited. Last night I was going to. If it wasn't too late last night, I was going to do it, but I just started getting tired. And I want
Failed
to.
early.
And I want to real quick geek out on the Twitch, so this will be on video. I got these headphones. They're amazing. I've been hearing about them on different podcasts. They are bone conduction headphones. So I put them on. I can still hear through my ears, but they go right into my bone. It sounds pretty good. I love them for walking because when I'm walking, I can then hear things. So I'm not going to run into a car or have a car run over me. So they're awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're the Aftershock Titanium. I'm not sponsored by them. On my Twitter, I did post an affiliate link because I'm an Amazon affiliate, but I'm
So
not.
I have to ask, if you don't mind, what do those bad boys run?
129 without a promo code on the site, but then Amazon's running around 100, and there's a promo code from some podcasts you can get for about 100. So
It's not bad.
absolutely. And the 6 hour, and I got it because when I'm out walking, I walked to Starbucks to get my pumpkin spice, my soylent green Starbucks. So I like to make
It's Soylent Bucks.
Soylent
Get it
Bucks.
right.
So I walked to Soylent Bucks to get every day. So I need headphones that won't let me get killed. So that's my geek out. Now let's get into what I've been dying to have us talk about. So before we get into Eric, before we get into that, I want to real quick run over a poll.
Okay. Go for it.
So I ran a poll. Oh, there. So I ran a poll about the Lucid Nightmare because we were talking about Lucid Nightmare, and I was asking people, "Have you had a Lucid Nightmare?" And 45% said they had a Lucid Nightmare, 31% said no, and 24% said bacon. So
Bacon.
Wait. Bacon was an option?
absolutely,
Can I still sign up for this?
no. It was only for about a day. So
Well, put it back up there. I want to pick bacon.
okay, I'll add you to the. What would out of 29 votes, if I were to add you to bacon, what would that make the percentages?
It's slightly more for bacon.
Okay, and then slightly less for everything else.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just do some bad math and say 43% said they had a Lucid Nightmare, 29% said no, and 26% said bacon. That's probably a very
Wait,
bad.
Only 26% people said bacon? That should have been like 100%.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Well,
I'm sorry.
I wasn't
I'm
aware of
not-
the pot.
I'm not a bacon person.
I ran it on the Twitter just for fun.
Bacon makes me feel icky.
Oh, and Deceiverr, were you aware of this one?
Bacon tastes like happiness.
I did one about if there was a wrestling match between Deceiverr and Frazley, who would win? And out of 23 votes, 70% said I would win. Yeah.
Nice.
You know,
Now-
that's funny because you may be 6'6", and I may only be 6 feet tall, but I still think I would whoop your ass.
I think you would too. I
Well,
think
yeah, you'd fight dirty.
No, actually, fighting
Actually,
fairly,
you would
I'd
just-
still probably win.
you-
they see me
fight.
rolling. They hating. They know I'm just fighting dirty.
Frazley
That's
wouldn't
right, catch
fight
me
at all.
red-handed
He would
duty.
just sit
Hey,
there and
Frazley,
take
where
it.
did you get the inspiration for that? Where did that come from?
Last night.
Regulators, mount 'em.
Oh, yeah, because I was singing it.
Yeah.
That's
So-
right.
Back onto the Lucid Nightmare. So on Monday night, I decided I ran Lucid Nightmare with Convert Shenanigans. Again, if you are not on Convert Shenanigans, I definitely recommend follow Worgen BM Hunter on Twitter. These
Silverbolt.
well, it's Silverbolt, but it's at Worgen BM Hunter. So Worgen
Oh.
Beastmaster Hunter. Yeah. You can find them by searching for Silverbolt. But yeah, follow them on Twitter. Every Friday night is Friday Night Fight Night, so we can fight the Horde. And then every Sunday night is Virgin.
Well, you got to have some good sport.
Absolutely.
Hey,
I mean, they're the only one with it. Well, I guess Worgen could be an animal, but I mean, you got to hunt the cow, right?
Yeah.
really?
Deceased cow.
Actually, even I'm going to say, yeah, hunt the Tauren, please.
Ooh.
It's World of Warcraft, not World of Peacecraft. Please kill the Tauren.
Yeah.
You know what? Kill the pandas, too.
So
What?
would the goblins be like frogs? Frog legs?
No!
Or would the
That's,
trolls be like frog legs?
I think that's
Nah,
insulting to frogs.
the trolls probably look the most like frog legs, but
Yeah.
no. Please don't hunt trolls.
But they're
Trolls are
more
awesome.
green if they're goblin.
But
And they're
Yeah, but-
tiny.
They're not really that appearance, though.
goblins aren't bad. Goblins work across factions. I know there are some that are.
They
Yeah.
do.
They are
But
technically
we're talking
faction
about
neutral.
We're talking about the horde goblins.
Okay, horde
That are
goblins.
not
Kill those.
neutral.
Kill all the horde goblins.
Even the horde goblins are actually kind of faction swappers. They're
Well,
just
that's because
in the
whoever
middle of a
pays
current
them-
business deal.
Yeah,
So
'cause whoever
if you just
pays
offer
them
them
the
more
most.
money instead of killing them, then they're on the alliance. So
Time is money, friend.
time is money, friend.
That was better than. Yeah. But
Time is money, friend.
yeah. So and what else is time is and what other time that's money is for Sunday nights. Convert to shenanigans.
Shot time.
So definitely join those. But yeah, on Sunday, Silverbolt had the great idea, and we did Lucid Nightmare. At first, I didn't know if I would if I'd have fun. Oh, that was fun, and we did in the raid. But then Monday, I was like, you know what? I want to get that mount. I want to get that full on horse. So
Full on horse.
I started streaming on a Monday night, and Eric Gauder joined me on the entire stream. It was awesome. And
Did do that.
I'm
So-
so sorry you had to put up with Gauder for so long.
it
So
was.
which one have you got
so
the
sorry.
saddle on this full-on horse?
I do. Or yeah.
I don't play World of Warcraft. I just watch.
Well, at one point he was asking me like, "Why are you going in this hallway over and over again?" I said, "For a mount." What's a mount? And I said, "I get a full. I get a horse." He said, "You get a full-on horse?" Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go after this full-on horse.
It's a purple horse.
Yeah.
That's how full on horse came to be. So now it's just full on everything.
Yeah.
So he was riding around on a full on bear. I forget the rest of them, but
I do too. But yeah, and then you had an interesting question about horse
yeah.
dealerships.
Okay. Yes. All right. So y'all know how like when you buy a car, you go to a dealership, you get a car. Generally. So back in the day before cars, when everybody had like horses, how did you get them? Was there like a horse dealership, or like did you just go out in the wild and catch one?
I
A
think
little
you'd go
bit
to
of
a
both?
ranch, wouldn't you?
Yeah, ranch.
Is that how you get them? Well, that okay.
Well,
so
the
it's like
original
horse-
ones were
it's like the
wild.
horse dealership.
And you gotta look at the teeth like you would look at the engine.
Okay.
Are there different models? Like, do you get upgrades?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is different models.
You could end up with a Clydesdale, and that would be your SUV
Okay.
or your tank, and then you could get your mini pony, which is for your gnome, because
No, the Clydesdale wouldn't be the SUV. The Clydesdale would be more like a Ford F-150.
Oh,
If you
okay.
wanted an SUV, in my opinion, that would be, I don't know. That'd be kind of like, I don't know, maybe a Palomino. But if you're looking for like a Fiat, you're gonna go for the mini horse.
Okay.
So what do
It'd be
I
like
ride?
a smart car.
So I drive a Mustang. So like,
That is
The
a horse
picture-
as itself.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you're already a
so that
horse.
translates pretty well.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice and easy with that one.
Cool.
Title of the episode is "Horsing Around." It was just like
Yes.
Hey, that's a good.
Please.
I see what you did there.
I was just like, "Hey, that's perfect." But
Full on
about-
horsing around.
Nah, that one might be harder to explain. I'll just do horsing around.
What's harder to explain?
Full
A
on.
full-on horse.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't saying make that the title. I was
Okay,
just
good.
saying-
I was just like, "What?" So I just said horsing
No.
around.
No, horsing around. That's a good title. I was just saying full on horsing around.
But yeah, and so out of everybody here, who has a Lucid Nightmare?
I do.
I do.
Not I.
I do.
I would if it didn't entail effort.
I've
It's not
sat,
effort. It only took me like under 3 hours to do the whole thing.
I've sat through
yeah,
the
yeah.
process.
That's
It
a
was a
winner
lot of
right there.
fun.
Yeah, yeah. So
Vicariously.
I take it Eric Gauder. I'll give him that. Eric Gauder has a full-on horse.
Yay!
Yes.
I mean, you stood through the whole stream. I mean, I was impressed. I mean, because that wasn't the most. You made that stream energizing. That I'm just sitting here.
All I was doing the whole time was asking stupid questions like, "What's this? What's that?"
And
Why
that
you
made
gotta
the
go
time go
here?
much
Why you gotta
by
go
so much
there?
faster.
Well, all right.
So thank you.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Oh no, it was awesome.
Anytime you're making stuff less boring, that usually helps things go by faster.
Yes.
Well, most people would say I don't make things less boring. I make them more annoying.
I mean, arguably, annoying is less boring.
That's
But that
true.
doesn't mean it's less boring in a good way.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I would agree with that.
So speaking of less boring,
All right, take a drink.
I'm gonna bypass the Argus 7.3 because we can come back to it. What I want to talk about, because I want to hear your opinions on this. Flying in Argus.
Not
So
gonna happen.
Yeah, and
Please let it happen. Otherwise, there's no point in me getting.
so did you see either the Wowhead or the Wizard Watch article about the one of the developers pretty much explaining why there will never be flying in Argus?
Are you talking
I
about
did not,
Onyx's posts
but I
on the
can-
forums?
Yeah.
I literally watched you fly on a dragon yesterday, so explain to me why that's not what you're talking about.
No. I was
There are
flying.
It's
another
complicated.
Yeah. So
Uh,
on Argus in a couple zones, you are not allowed to fly. And we're trying to, and people are asking Blizzard, why is Argus,
You don't
different.
like that no-fly zone?
I keep
It's
dying.
a Throne of Thunder. Throne of Thunder.
I would
didn't
also
flying
have
either.
to agree that no fly zone kind of.
Yeah, there's precedence for it. It's not like it's the first time, so I kind of don't understand why everybody's confused.
Well, and
Like, I was surprised Tenan Jungle last expansion allowed flying, but it was all in one area. Where if you go Miss Pandaria, Throne of Thunder didn't have flying because it's a complete separate entity, and they wanted everyone to stay on the ground.
well, and they even said Tanan was supposed to be in before. And I think part of the rushing of Warlords was that they didn't get Tanan done. Unless I got that wrong and Tanan was not.
Well, it wasn't just them rushing warlords, in my opinion. It was also just that was kind of when they had started shifting people off of the WoW team and onto like Overwatch and stuff. And that's when WoW went from being like on their A list to their B list in terms of what effort they would put onto it, and almost even on the C list. So they not only rushed, but they were lacking in resources to do the job properly in the given amount of time.
Well, like, wasn't Metzen on Titan for a little while?
They dropped Project Titan back in like 2012.
Okay. But they were probably working on Warlords even back then.
I don't really know how long they spend working on an expansion before they release it. Because, I mean, I've heard
you have to
rumors that they were
understand-
working on Legion even back in vanilla.
You have to
So-
understand though that not the same team works on the same games. They have different teams for everything. So just because not only that, but WoW is their moneymaker. Without WoW, nothing else would exist. So to say it's a C game or has dropped any is craziness, because I mean it's why we make money. I mean, it's why they make money. They literally get,
Were you just hinting that you're a gold farmer and that's how you make your money?
Sounded
I will
more like
say,
he hinted that he works for Blizzard.
no.
That too.
No, well, I used to work in the industry, but I mean, that's why, like,
When you
every
say
game
industry,
in the industry, you
I'm just messing around.
You-
It was a very
you know.
vaguely worded statement that just left
Yeah.
that as an easy opening. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm always looking for fluffers. It's okay. No, but there's different divisions for everything. I mean, that if you look at their hiring right now, their big hiring was for a World of War or for a Warcraft developer for a new mobile platform. So, but that doesn't mean that everybody else is working on something else. I mean, they're already working on the next expansion. The next expansion is being worked on usually before the first patch drops on whatever it is that we're currently playing. I mean, they should have the next 3 expansions already mapped out.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the story, they need to know where it's heading.
Yeah, so I mean, Warlords. The problem is that not everything could be a hit. I mean, this thing's been out for 10 plus years, and if you look at 10 seasons of any TV show, you're gonna see some that bomb and other seasons that are great, and that's going to hold true for a video game or anything else as far as the expansions go.
That is true.
But the problem is it wasn't just like, oh, I don't like this seems crappy. It felt like they didn't really put their usual full effort in it. It felt like they kind of didn't care while they were making it. Whereas I've seen those TV series where it's like, oh, this season was kind of shit, but it still feels like they were trying. It felt like Blizzard wasn't trying with Warlords because, like, it was a little bit lazy with the excessive emphasis on exclusively orcs. There was Orc Raid, and Hellfire Citadel was supposed to be a break from that.
Okay, well, let's
And
go.
then it was
let's
Orc
go
Raid,
back.
so-
Go back from Orc Raid, and then you have Troll Raid. Okay, let's go back from Troll Raid. Then we have, Old God. None of this is new. Like, I mean, no matter what, we'll sit here and we'll praise this expansion or we'll praise the next expansion, and honestly, all it is a retelling of the exact same thing we've been doing for 10 years.
That is a fair point.
Absolutely.
So I mean, ultimately, at least for me, the reason I stay at the game is because it's the people.
Yeah.
It's a good game because it has shinies. The psychological aspect of the game is people like to be rewarded for minimal effort. And
Absolutely.
WoW rewards you for minimal effort. You get a ding, you get a new item, you get
You kill
shinies.
2,000 demons for a pet or mount.
Yeah.
And if you install the add-on All the Things, you get a ding for Mog. I love that.
Yeah, so I mean, there's just so many different aspects of it, but ultimately, we're repeating the same stuff, same mechanics and raids, same everything. We're doing dailies on another planet, and everybody's like, "Argus is grand." It's the Broken Shore.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
not
Apexis
different.
crystals.
That is
Yeah.
true, but I suppose ultimately it's just which coat of paint do you like best? Do you like
Yeah.
the blue paint, the red paint, the purple paint, or the brown paint?
Because you'll find people who hate Pandaria, but I actually liked the questing in Pandaria the best. I thought it was the most interactive. I loved
it.
the opening
like-
zone where it painted on the side of the mountain and things
I
like
want
that.
to finish with the Jade Forest because we destroyed the tower. And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, you're going to come back later. And we never did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
But that repeating you're talking about, that even crosses entertainment media. Like if you think about movies, I mean, a lot of movies follow the same structure. It's
Yeah.
just, the story is tweaked, but they've all got the same layout. Music is probably the same way. There's only so much variation you can have, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, people get so critical about it, and it's like, really, you have to get out of it what you're looking for, and even Warlords had a little something. Everybody wanted player housing. We want player housing. Nobody said we wanted shared player housing. We got player housing, and they were like, "Oh Lord, you can't have player housing." to be friends anymore.
Yeah, whereas like Final Fantasy 14, I'm not trying to tangent. Well, I'm saying they have housing, but then you can't get a house plot because of the limited resources.
Yeah. EverQuest 2 did it the best, where you had your own like auction in front of your house and everything else. I mean, it was pretty grand, but I mean, like I said, they try. They listen to the community and they try, and they fold a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm on our show, I'm the biggest person who sits here and talks crap about the mistakes that Blizzard makes so that people don't just take me as a Blizzard fanboy. But at the same point, you know, they do a lot of good things, and we pay $14 a month or gold to get content that is available to us on a reset every week.
That is true. And
Yeah, and especially if you go play some other games out there, I think some people, it almost seems like they need to go play a crappy MMO for a while and then come back and realize what they've got with WoW.
Yeah.
Well, and I came from a game because I came back to MMOs, did Final Fantasy 14 for a while. Then I came over to ESO, and I was playing ESO for a bit. But what made me go away was I could not get the shinies without giving Blizzard some greenbacks.
Yep.
You mean without giving Bethesda some green?
Oh yeah, but Bethesda, yeah. I mean, I've already given Blizzard all the greenbacks for the cash shop stuff. But yeah, but
I'm still so disappointed in you for that. Have some self-control.
I'm the fan gnome. Come on, it was in the store. They make it so easy to buy stuff, and I'll probably buy stuff once the gear store comes back up again.
Yeah, so it's
You can always
interesting
send stuff my way.
that it came down. So I'm still going that there's going to be a pet for the Hurricanes.
That would be awesome. I mean, because and it would be the perfect thing for Blizzard to do. I mean, and I would buy one of those. I would even buy a mount. I would, whatever Blizzard would do.
Yeah, Blizzard usually does a pet and a mount combo for the Wish Foundation to help disasters or Red Cross.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll definitely.
I see the mount and the pet that combo that they have up right now. I see that is going to be the Wish Foundation to entice more people to buy it.
Yeah, I actually think it'll be another pet. I think they'll give us something new, actually, because this one's already been out, and I don't think that they'll just try and recycle it for the because they won't get as many. I don't think they'll get as many sales.
That is true.
Every one that has
They
been
won't
out
because
has been
everyone's
new.
already going to have it.
Yeah.
No, there was one time where it was the same thing. They brought it out, and then because of a disaster, they made it into the Wish Foundation or Red Cross.
Mm.
Okay.
Which pet was that?
It's the first one that they had for a combo, I believe.
But which
Let
one
me
is that?
look.
Because I don't
Let-
remember.
Let me look. Hold on.
But yeah.
Because I know Argy was one. I believe Bright Paw. No.
But Argy and Brightpaw came out as relief pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know there was another one.
Yeah, whatever they come out with, I'm going to buy it because again, I mean, these have been horrible.
Because you're the Blizzard fandom with poor spending habits.
Well, no, but these have also been horrible disasters. So I mean,
That is
Yeah.
true.
and
Yeah.
and it's kind of like the charity stream. I like anything that gives back.
Yeah, because it's a kind of that twofold thing, because you're not just giving money to, you're getting back. And you know, I know a lot of people who buy the pets and everything else, and then they turn around and they give them away.
Yeah,
You know, or
I
they
know a
gift
lot of
them,
people do that.
yeah. And so that has been something that's been really big, and that's awesome. I think anybody who actually takes the time to, you know, and spends their money to give it away to somebody who can't afford it, or, you know, are in a situation where that's just not something that that they can do, you know, I'm for something like that all the time. I mean,
well then,
it just
I'll link it here. once the pet's out, I'll give away on Twitter to somebody the whatever pet they add to the giveaway. I'm going to give one away.
I'll make sure not to join that giveaway because, like, whatever the pet is, I'll guarantee there's someone else who probably wants it more than I do.
Like me.
Yeah, so
I meant someone who's not in the stream.
You must have all the loot.
Oh, and I've been wanting to do that.
Clothes for it. Not mine, but someone else's.
I did a birthday giveaway. So that one was more, it wasn't for charity, but yeah, I'm going to do one for this because, again, it's just these disasters. I'm just hearing about the people that have been ravaged. And I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in CTR who live in the Houston area, and most of them that I've spoken with have been lucky enough to have made it out pretty unscathed, but it's a horrible thing to have to go through.
What I couldn't believe is from Florida to Miami, how the inflation of the airplane tickets.
Yeah.
I was in New Jersey in 2012 when the big hurricane was there, and it was the only hurricane I've lived through, and it's rough. It's rough too.
Well, and I know somebody who just moved away from Florida because of different circumstances, and they're finding out that because of both Harvey and then what's coming, their former house may be flooded. And I mean, it's just one of those, wow.
And there's been alligators found in people's homes.
Ooh.
And I mean,
in all fairness, the alligators is a thing that already Florida.
Well, I thought it was amusing with someone trying to catch a fish in their home.
Yeah,
There was a viral video, of my understanding, of a guy literally trying to catch a fish in his home because the pool of water was that deep.
Wow.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna have some fun, you might.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you had the opportunity, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh shit! I had actually forgotten you were here because you were so quiet for so long.
Well, it was some
sorry.
big talk about World of Warcraft. Then I was just like, I don't have anything to contribute here.
But Eric Gauder wants flying, and Eric Gauder says we need flying.
Yeah.
And one point that I saw, the crosshair on Twitter was saying, "Yeah, where have I heard that before? Give it a year, and great news, we're bringing flying to Argus. Here's how." So yeah, I mean,
I don't see it happening. I don't.
It will.
On stuff.
It will happen. It will happen.
No, it's going to be a Throne of Thunder. It's not going to happen.
Next,
I don't think it'll happen.
It'll happen because
Throne of Thunder, you still can't fly.
Throne of Thunder, they didn't put tops on things. It's very similar to Silver Moon. Yeah, where they're never going to code that way again.
yeah.
And, the Draenei area, Exodar, you can't fly there either.
That is true.
Because just like Silver Moon, most of the buildings are actually in, and there's lots of invisible walls in the sky. Well, I mean, like, the Exodar itself is an incomplete building. The places you'd be able to fly would reveal all of the spots where they never bothered to do anything.
Yeah.
So
the one thing I would say about Argus, we have a waypoint system. We have something like what Guild Wars 2 has. So, I mean, it's not quite as bad as having to take a flight point. You have to go back to the Vindicar and then come back down. But
yeah, and plus you'll be getting the I think it's the Argusian
It's a
Reach.
whistle.
Yeah, you can upgrade your whistle to work there too. So that'll help.
And I do like the difficulty. I mean, again, I just got Pathfinder, so my first thought when I got Pathfinder was, but I won't be able to use an R. I mean, so there is a part that I don't like that because, I mean, I worked to get Pathfinder in Draenor just because I wanted to be able to fly there. But yeah.
I think it's another example of where, to me at least, people do need to keep an understanding that it's a video game and they have to try to make it, new content stay relevant for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason they do it, because
Yeah.
It would be so much easier if I just fly up in the air, I zip down, kill some things, get back, fly back up. You knock stuff out really quick and not have much of a challenge. So I kind of like it. I like when they limit it at the beginning of the expansion too, because it really forces me to slow down and explore and take in the new area of the game.
Well, and I feel like I earned Pathfinder on the Rogue and Sword. I mean, and Draenor too. I mean, from those, I got to earn it, and it felt so good to finally get it.
Right.
Any other thoughts before we fly into the next subject?
Haha, fly into the next
Just
subject.
save the transitions if you can, because the audience is probably wasted
I was
already.
to say, half a shot for that one. That was like half a transition.
Well, then anybody that's
stepping a transition.
Anybody that's in college has a shot at $7,000. Or am I thinking of the wrong?
I don't.
What?
So here's something interesting in my chat room. Spider Mage is saying he's in South Georgia, and 3 hours ago they underwent a mandatory evacuation.
Wow.
Wow.
And he's still there?
I don't know.
Oh. I thought you said he was in your chat room.
Well, he's in my chat room, but that doesn't mean he's
He could be
at his
mobile.
home. Yeah.
Oh.
That is true, yeah. And because I did hear it's going up through all of Florida now.
I looked at the radar. It's just going to eat the entire state.
Wow.
At
At one point, it's literally going to be covering the whole state.
And they're already struggling economically. I mean, I know that that's where Disney is, but that state is struggling.
That is their economy.
Yeah.
So here's what I find funny. Down south has all the real rain and wind right now.
Can we all take a shot for that transition?
And
Well, that wasn't a transition, and Frazley didn't say it. And although supposed to take a shot every time she's
here's why I say that.
Canada, up here, we have the massive fires right now. So up north has all the fires. Down south has all the rain and wetness. Can we share them, please?
Well, and there's also the fires over in Washington State. I've got a cousin
That's
out there.
close enough to where I am right now.
Yeah, so I mean that area. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I have to say, out of all that stuff, I'll stick with the tornadoes here in the Midwest.
I know.
The tornadoes
Amen,
are like hit or miss.
They're hit or miss, and they're small, and they're not that common. So,
well, and Columbus does not get that many.
Earthquakes in California, it's good.
I have property up north, and the whole city was evacuated. They have basically evacuated all of north of BC multiple times because they can't get these fires under control.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you stuck around?
Well, I'm lower. I'm closer to Seattle, so I'm kind of missing it. But
Gotcha.
one of the places where my favorite winery is, the fire's gone really close to there. So I'm a little nervous because I don't want my winery to be burnt down.
And Spider Mage says he's not leaving. They better build him a boat before he takes off.
Yeah, seriously. Nice knowing
Spider Mage is a bit
said
of an
he's
idiot.
sending his family away, but he's holding the fort down.
Seriously?
What good is that gonna do?
Yeah.
You
He's
can
not the sharpest
talk-
tool in the shed, is he? No offense,
No.
Spider Mage.
No, if there's looters or they're having vandalism and people looting,
Just
it's
Stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe.
That's all I
this is
say.
what people up north did, and a lot of animals. They were rescuing animals that were there.
Oh yeah, I saw
there's
all that, but man, it's crazy. It really is. And the fact that people take advantage of the things are going to heck in a handbasket, that they're going to be like, you know what? Right now, I think I'm just going to go break into Billy's house because I know he's got a PS4, so let's go stick that under our raincoat.
My area in BC, that they had one person who got caught for stealing all of construction equipment, tractors, everything.
Oh my god!
Well, because it's major farm country up there. So they were stealing all the stuff while it was being evacuated. So no one was there to watch it. Obviously, he did get caught, and he's now going for trial for theft and trespassing and all this lovely stuff.
So the moral of the
Good.
story is sometimes people suck.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sometimes.
That
Well,
goes
I'm
back to
concerned,
saying make
period.
sure that the
People
donation
suck.
streams
Here's-
go to the right place.
Yeah.
Here's why I included the word sometimes is because you look at all the people that are going down to help people in Texas, they don't suck. So that's why I
True.
said sometimes,
True.
especially in these situations. It's not everybody.
So it's just the
Hawkeye.
people that I know that suck.
Hawkeye from
Yeah.
CTR has gone down to Houston to help out.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he is one of those that was able to make it down there and give a helping hand. So major props out to him.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's just a little bit pricey to, for a flight down there.
Yeah.
I think he's close enough to drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's always people are doing donations and everything, and make sure it's like we were talking about earlier. It's legit.
Yeah.
And that's where the funds are going to. And so if you can't be there to help, well, they still need resources. They still need food. They need fresh water because,
I just saw a link on Twitter that all of the former presidents started like a foundation to send money down to Texas.
Wow.
except for the main president.
Yeah,
Well,
the current
I-
guys.
I don't.
It's like, I'm going to donate $1 million.
I don't think that's the point they're trying to make. I think they're
I
like, hey,
know.
we're the former presidents and they hang out or whatever. You know?
I'd like to see that room where they're all just being like,
Oh,
you know what?
no,
This
I'm
is going to
serious.
hell in a
I'm
handbasket.
I'm serious. Go to the website for this thing. That's exactly what the homepage picture is. Them all hanging out in one room.
Well, I can
and-
just imagine, like, Obama going, I do believe that you, my fellow Americans, should give money to these people down in Houston, Texas.
I like how you
Sure,
went. I
help
went. I like how you went George W. with it by going my fellow Americans.
No, he did the same thing. We were just watching
Oh, really?
SEAL Team 6. And yeah, he was just like that. He'd be like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Obama did the my fellow Americans thing, too.
Wow.
Like,
I
most of the
remember-
presidents
I remember,
did
I
that.
remember W. Bush doing that like all the time. My fellow Americans.
I can't do very good. George W. Bush.
Okay.
I like to think my Bill Clinton is all right.
The
No,
one
that was
thing.
actually really
That
shitty.
was
Bill Clinton.
terrible.
That was. I usually started out differently with what I say, so it makes it a little easier to transition into it.
Yeah.
With Obama, all I got to do is start with "aw."
One
It's
of the-
really easy to go from there.
One of the anecdotes I liked about Bush in this recent inauguration was he was trying to conspicuously Bush was trying to put a rain jacket on because it was raining. It kept messing up. All of a sudden, he sees that there's a paparazzi, and he doesn't get upset. He smiles. He acknowledges his own mess up and goes along with like that shows amazing character on that. I mean, not getting
But then
upset.
the next day, Trump comes out and says that the sun was out and there was no rain. You see a picture and everybody's in ponchos covered in rain.
Yeah. Before we get into turning this into a politics podcast,
It was.
Yeah,
It
we'll
was
save the
just an
politics for
obs-
the after show.
It was just an observation. I don't mean any political comment on it at all. I meant it in the same way. It's just it could have been anybody saying it didn't rain, and then it shows a photograph of it was totally
yeah,
rain.
oh, absolutely.
It just
Yeah,
happened to be
definitely.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, another video I saw with what's going down there was these people, or this guy was stuck in his truck, like one of those big giant semis. And a news reporter realized this and managed to flag down the authorities that were going to go right past it without realizing it.
There you go. People doing good stuff down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in class yesterday and somebody wasn't able to make it because they were helping with Stephen Harvey.
See,
That's
that's a
good.
good excuse. That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
good excuse.
And one thing that I'd encourage everybody, don't think short term on that. Even if you can't help now, think long term because this stuff's not going to stop.
Oh, it's gonna go right. They're still cleaning up and building from Katrina, and that
Yeah.
was like 12 years ago. So
So think long term on anything that you do. I mean, there's short term help now, but also think through what will happen once all the I use popularity not in like that it's good, but once it's no longer the
trendy
talk.
thing. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
once no longer the talk, there's still
Yeah.
still
I mean,
work
the
that-
crazy
You're
thing
right.
is that Harvey is not going to be the talk with what's going on right now. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I have the TV on right now, and they're actually showing a track. It's just going to annihilate Florida. Like, I was just in Florida, Cocoa Beach, like down by Cape Canaveral. It's just going to tear that place apart.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
left
this
there
isn't even the height of
week
hurricane
ago.
season either.
I will have been there. I was there a week ago. Like, it's going to be gone in just a few days, which is hard to believe.
Yeah, I was there last year, right after the hurricane. It wasn't as big as this, but
What part of Florida?
I went to Disney World.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was just over there last Friday.
yeah. My boyfriend won a trip there. All inclusive.
Oh, yeah, I remember. You've told that
Nice.
story. Yeah.
So, but like we thought the first day we were there was kind of semi-dead, and that's because everyone was worried about the hurricanes. And it's just like, yeah, no, it was totally fine.
Yeah, because that's populated though not by the like locals. That's populated by like everybody and their grandmother traveling there to go. But no,
Except
I told
Fall
my
Break is evil. FYI, Fall Break is horrible.
I told my daughter I would take her to Disney World when I get 500 subs.
Oh, there you go.
Just don't do it on Fall Break. Do it when
So-
people are supposed to be at school.
Yeah, but even
That's what I do. I take advantage of like
Yeah.
a staff development meeting where there's like just a day off because staff's absolutely reason. I'm just like, all right, off to Disney. I mean, I can't do that frequently because the meetings are showing up more frequently, which is yay, less school days. But like, I can't afford to go to Disney all the
It's like,
time.
that's got to be prohibitively expensive.
That's season pass time.
yeah, and especially if you live there, you get an amazing season pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I'm in
Or
California, so I go to
people who
Disneyland,
work
not Disney World.
there.
that's true.
Yeah,
My other trips I've been there, my friends work there, so I got them for free.
and if
That's
you're
even better.
in college, you can win money by playing World of Warcraft in the Great Collegiate Dungeon Race.
Yes.
It is
Not a little
what
bit of
is
money,
that?
but a lot of money.
Yeah. World of Warcraft is doing the Great Collegiate Dungeon Race, and it's a Mythic Dungeon Invitational, and it's going to be running. Where are my notes? They're right here. The dungeon race begins on November 8th and will conclude on December 4th. You can check all the information at worldofwarcraft.com. If you've never been there, then you probably don't play World of Warcraft. But yeah, definitely look into that. And then I was actually looking at another one. There's another esports one that's doing like Overwatch, Heroes, League. It's doing pretty much all of them, and even Warcraft. And someone in my college group was actually starting to take signups for it. And if I was actually good at PvP, I might join it. I was like, I'm not good, so I don't think you'd want me. But yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of.
I'd be better at PvP if I had frickin' Korean Wi-Fi.
Yeah, their Wi-Fi is amazing, as you were saying.
That's right. I remember you talking about that yesterday. Oh,
Yeah, it
that-
really bothers me how bad our Wi-Fi is and how.
But
How amazing theirs is.
yeah,
Yeah, on South Korean Wi-Fi, you can download a full-length movie in like 10 seconds. It's ridiculous.
so
Well, that has to do with our infrastructure of our like internet in general. Like all of Europe has better internet than we do.
yeah.
Oh,
It's pretty sad.
Well, all of the U.S. statistically, I think, has the worst internet out of every first world country.
I believe it.
And I'm not trying to like name names or be political or anything, but cough, cough, Ajit Pai, cough, cough. I'm going to leave it at that.
I
He is not helping.
don't know
I
who that
find
is.
the internet's just too expensive.
Ajit Pai is the guy who's in charge of the FCC, and
Okay,
which means that big companies
Oh.
can pay service providers to slow down other websites and
Yeah.
speed up theirs. So, like, if Blizzard gets outpaid by, like, say AT&T, all of a sudden my game is going to lag like crazy. And then if I want good internet, or if I want to be playing like a game on AT&T that's fast, I would then have to switch to whoever outpaid Blizzard
yeah.
because then they're the only game that's actually going to be fast.
Well, and on we have DirecTV, and our local station WBNS will not let DirecTV show a free local channel that you see on digital TV on the DirecTV box. If you want to watch it right now, you have to either get the antenna. It's like you can get the signal in your house, but you can't play it on the DirecTV box. And we've had it for years, and it's like it is a free channel.
So who are you mad at?
I'm just mad that the idea that there's a free channel out there that you can't pay for when you pay for your cable. I'm like, how does that even work?
Well, here I'm gonna let you in on a secret.
Okay.
Channel 4 and 6 are the exact same thing, so you can just watch either of those.
Yeah, well, and we're currently watching 4, so it's
There you go.
Yeah, I put out a tweet. I was like, no, CBS, I am not buying your all access. I'm not paying $10 a month for CBS content.
Stupid Viacom.
Yeah.
Copying
You know what?
bad sitcoms.
Canadians can't buy Hulu.
Ooh.
I wanted to watch Games of Thrones, and I can't because I can't buy Hulu.
Amazon Prime.
Game of Thrones
Get
is
it on Amazon and you can get it through
But
there.
you can
But
you
Amazon
can connect
Prime
HBO
looks
through Hulu.
really expensive because I don't think you.
If
can
you
just
have a
watch
student, .edu account, you can get it at a fraction of the cost.
So
Even if you don't do that, Amazon Prime is actually cheaper than Netflix. It's $100 a year, whereas if you do the math for Netflix, it comes out to be like $120.
Well, see,
150
my
a year.
understanding it's $100 for a year for the Prime, and then you have to add the TV
HBO.
on top of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, no, you get the TV, but you would have to add HBO because HBO isn't a standard
yeah,
channel.
And HBO's one you have to pay extra for. And they used to have their content on other stuff. Same as I heard today. Like, we know about it for months, but Disney's pulling their content from Netflix. I'm like,
Yes, and they are going to have their own thing like Netflix, which I'm hoping is going to be in Canada, because if it's not, I'll be really mad.
okay,
Wait,
So
Disney's
here's the-
pulling all of their content?
So
Yep.
I agree with that,
Yeah.
Sounder.
Yes.
So the ultimate
Because
question, though, is will they stop the Marvel content on there?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
I read
That's it.
something today. Marvel and Star Wars are included in that.
But here's the thing, though. They only had 2 Marvel movies there anyways.
No, but the
Yeah.
Marvel shows are Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in all fairness, the shows are only okay. It's the movies that everyone really wants to see.
I'm right now watching Daredevil. That's Marvel. No, that's DC, isn't it?
But the interesting
Daredevil
thing
is Marvel.
The interesting thing is that Netflix is the producer of those.
True.
that is true.
So that will be interesting.
Hopefully they'll stay on.
Yeah, that's going to be some interesting controversy with that. It's like,
No,
Disney,
it's-
we want
it's-
to pull all of our content from your stuff. Wait, but we're the ones who produced it.
Well, and
not-
Instead, we're pulling
not as-
the content.
It's actually not as complicated. It's actually that would be in line with something that's very common in like television, where you'll have a show that's on a particular network, but it may be produced by another network. So like Modern Family, that's on ABC, but it's actually produced by Fox.
Interesting.
So that kind of stuff that's very common. So that would be, if Netflix makes a show that only goes to Disney streaming, Netflix will still make the revenue that the show gets. It's just where the show is being shown.
Well, it's like
So the money still goes to the same places.
Disney's been having an issue getting Marvel into their parks because of Universal's Studios Orlando, Florida. Island of Adventure has the Marvel Land.
Yep.
Part of
I
the problem for Disney with getting Marvel stuff into their parks is also that Marvel isn't just owned by them. There's a lot of Marvel
True.
content that's owned by other companies.
Yep.
For
Sony,
example, Yeah, Sony owns Spider-Man, and I forgot who is it that owns something else that I can't remember.
Fantastic Four is owned by somebody else.
Yeah, and
Fox,
it's,
20th Fox.
who owns X-Men? Because X-Men isn't Disney either.
I thought that's
Fox.
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 That's Fox.
Fox.
Yeah,
Fox
the only
owns
thing that
X-Men.
Disney actually
I think
owns.
they also own Deadpool.
Disney?
No, Fox.
Oh, well, yeah, because Deadpool is in the X-Men universe.
And Deadpool,
At least in the movies.
Yeah.
it's so on Disney.
Yeah, well, Doctor Strange is pretty really
That is true.
Okay,
Yeah.
Captain America: The First Avenger is not very Disney either. You have guys shooting each other.
And
So
Doctor Strange was definitely, I was like, this is an interesting Disney movie.
And
I
see,
love
I-
Doctor Strange.
I do too.
CGI
I
was
see
incredible.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange as a Disney one only because of the cape flying away and all that stuff.
So because magic.
Pretty much, yeah. No, it
That
was
makes
just
sense.
the
I get the logic there.
Yeah.
Because that's
No,
kind of a
it's the
Disney thing.
It's an attitude of the cape.
The kind of
You had-
sassiness.
You mean like
Yeah.
it's a sentient cape?
It is.
Yes.
Kind of like Aladdin's magic carpet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty Disney attitude.
Yeah.
Just a sassy cape, like, I don't think so.
Exactly.
What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you.
You're not going that way. We're going to go this way. And if you like it or not, we're going this way.
Well, and another place that has capes that people are upset about. Destiny 2 has launched.
Shot.
Destiny 2 has launched on Xbox One and PS4. And I just found out from The Verge, I know they're not a gaming site, but I happened across this article. There's a thing called Shadergate with Destiny. Activision is being Activision again. There is microtransaction for cosmetics that are one-time use. You can
Let's
earn
make
them-
that a double shot, because that was a particularly bad transaction.
Yes, it was.
No offense, Frazley, but like, you were getting better, and then you just lost
I'm a gnome.
all
What do you
credibility
expect?
you had gained.
What do
Good
you
point,
expect?
you are a gnome. Ugh.
Just punt it on over to. So
Now that's a pun that
So-
you have regained all respect.
Because Frazley's really bad at transition, I'm probably going to be even worse. So there's some news about Pokemon that just came out today. If people who play Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon,
Wow, that wasn't even a transition. We just jumped
I
right
know.
in. Holy crap.
She said,
That's
forget
a
your
lot
Destiny
better.
news. We're going to Pokemon.
yeah,
I'm like, I don't care about
If we're
Destiny.
going to Pokemon, I'm leaving.
okay, just give me out. Because all right,
Bye.
so in Japan they gave out everyone
DM me when
Pikachu,
Pokemon's over.
Pikachu hat special ones. So they are actually going to bring it out from September and October up to when the next games come out. Different regions of Pikachu with hats. The first
Pokemon
one
Go?
will come. No, this is for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
okay. I'm
All right, so September 19th, you get the Pikachu with the original hat. September 26th, you get a different hat. Then October 3rd, October 10th, October 17th, and October 24th. And my understanding is you have to go to the website to get the code. Not a loot card, I'm hoping, but when I get more information, I will probably let you guys know. So I got to put the spiel of the Pokemon in there.
absolutely. Because, hey, Deceiver, we're back. Deceiver?
He's gone. Just give him his time.
It's okay.
Okay.
You know, we can talk about horse trash now.
Okay. Well,
I'm still listening.
I want to go over Zealot's email just about Destiny real quick because it's our destiny to talk about it. Just because I promised about
Shot.
it. Okay. So the long-awaited Destiny 2 is finally here. The day has finally come. Yeah. Destiny 2 is finally out on PS4, Xbox One. After playing Destiny 1 for many hours, I had a lot of doubts on this game because of the lack of story, dry content release, limited group play, and overall no feeling like an environment you can explore. As I started
Sounds
the
like
game,
you're talking about WoW.
yeah. Hey, it's the same company. As I started the game out yesterday, I was met with a sequence of memories from Destiny 1. I'm crying. And when I had done that memories, the memories included my chance, fire team, my character, fire team, and the environments drawn in a very unique way, and it just made me feel happy that Bungie was trying to make veteran players feel more welcomed. Ah.
What was that last little bit? Just to hear that. Oh,
No.
I heard they did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
that made me think of Nixon when he said it, like, oh, Ishnu Allah, weary traveler.
Oh. I was trying
I
to do
will
like
not say what it sounds like at my end.
that's good.
We all know what it sounds like, so we don't have to go there.
The game started with
so no
multiple.
more happy endings. Got it.
The game started with multiple cinematics, which were beautiful and really got you into the setting of the game where your home was being invaded and you had to do something about it. As I went through the starting zone.
By the way, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah, spoiler. Sorry.
Too late.
It's Destiny. I don't care about the story on this one, so sorry. We're not the Destiny podcast.
I don't care about this, so fuck you guys. No spoiler for you.
After finishing the starting zone, I was taken to the new social place. Oh man, another hub. Where I began my adventure to defeat the Red Legion. The game is... Wow, that's original, guys. The game has added a lot of group adventures throughout the zones, as well as public events where you work with others to complete multiple tasks, and in the end, get lots of loot. I also...
Fascinating.
So I just got this in my head. So Red Legion, aka Burning Legion?
That's what it sounds like. I think Bungie is now going to be owned by Blizzard at some point. So I mean, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if you look at Activision, Activision isn't even listed first anymore. It's Blizzard Activision on the building.
I did not know
So it's not
that.
even Activision Blizzard anymore?
Wow.
Blizzard
Oh, wow.
Activision.
So they got demoted. Ha.
Yeah.
Suck it, Activision. Blizzard is best.
Yeah, absolutely. Blizzard does Overwatch, which is way better than Call of Duty. I'm sorry, all of you Call of Duty fans. I don't know why you're.
Oh, okay,
League
Call of
of
Duty
Legends.
sucks now. It's the same game over and over
They
again with a
haven't
new
put out
coat
a
of
good
paint
Call
on the
of Duty
guns.
in years.
No,
Well, they're all the same game. That's the problem.
Right. They put out one game like 10 years ago that was great, and then they just kept making it over
because
and
that
over
was
again.
owned by a different developer. I mean, that one was owned by Infinity Ward is no longer who they were before.
I liked Spyro the Dragon.
I miss Spyro.
I would not mind a
So
Spyro
cute.
crossover with.
You know what I'd like to see is Gex. I
Ooh.
want Gex. The
Oh,
Gex
You know
to
what
come
I
back.
would like to see?
Oh, shame on me
Conquer
for
Bad
forgetting
Hair
Gex.
Day.
That
Gex was amazing. And
Gex
think
was
of
awesome.
think of the new movie things he could talk about.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, they need to come back with Gex, and Geico can suck it because this this gecko is the one that started it all.
Yes,
That's right.
Did you guys ever play Conquer's Bad Hair Day?
I've seen the YouTube.
No.
Conquer basically wakes up from a hangover. And like this is Nintendo's game too. And it's very adult content for being really cute and cuddly.
Have you
Now,
seen
when
The
you
Legend
say-
of Neil?
No, I haven't.
You have not watched The Legend of Neil.
No.
Oh, have any of you watched The Legend of Neil?
I've heard of it.
I have not.
You have all lost your geek cards, and I have to share it with you because you will never be the same after watching it.
Oh, hell no. Nobody takes my geek card. I will
Oh.
fist fight you for that shit.
As soon as you see Legend of Neil, you'll say, okay, I lost my geek card, but now I get it back because I'm so amazing that I've seen Legend of Neil. So here, let me...
Fight
Can't-
me.
I'm going underneath
I-
a staircase in this game just so that I can bring it up and send you guys a link.
I'm sorry, you can't take my geek card.
Mine's already been taken
Find it.
because I'm a gnome.
Wait till you see this. You of all people, I can already tell that it is something that you'll sit there and go, "Oh my god, how did I not know of this?"
Challenge
I won't lie,
accepted.
it does
bitch.
sound very familiar.
I'm gonna watch this show.
I'm
And
going
it-
to give you the link here just a second.
And Zealot goes on to kind of talk about PvP. I kind of zoned out. I'm sorry, Zealot.
I was reading this thing and I just zoned out.
I'm sorry, Zealot. It's Destiny. I'm sorry. It's not a Mac either, so I'm sorry. But he says that he
You are
recommends it.
so unopen to new ideas.
I've
You guys
never
are doing
played
things.
Destiny, I'll be quite honest. I don't think
It's-
I will ever.
I played Destiny 1.
I played it, and when there was content,
That's
Like-
just a clip from
It-
Legend of
it-
Neil
it was.
Where did
I
you put it?
enjoyed
in the tavern.
because when I'm playing games, I like to kind of explore, and even though there's not much to explore, you can. It's just open world enough that it's like you can just mess around and do different things. There's not a specific order you have to do things in necessarily. So there were things I liked about it. There were things that I didn't like about it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Well,
something that I certainly could play and enjoy it.
It never felt like when you were shooting the monsters and stuff like that, or the enemies, because they were enemies.
Yeah,
It never felt like you were doing any damage to them. And you saw it. You saw a health bar go down.
yeah.
And that second link is where you guys can watch all the episodes.
Is that old Greg? I'm going to think of a whole different thing. I think that is a no.
That is a big no.
Okay.
I do not know.
Because
I
it's
actually
like
don't know what we're talking about.
there was a Legend of Neil and Destiny. So it's our destiny to talk about Legend of Neil and
Oh yes,
I got the mount.
this Legend of Neil is a Zelda spoof. And
Oh, Lady Emma, you got the mount?
Yeah, I got the mount.
Nice.
Now I'm going for the title while I finish doing the podcast.
Nice. Let me play.
I feel like I'm gonna watch this Legend of Neil thing, and then realize that I have seen.
and then you can have your geek card back.
I'm gonna watch this because
It looks kind of familiar. I might have seen it. I don't know.
Well, you'll know after you watch the little song from season 2, because if you've heard it, it is seriously slightly inappropriate and amazing.
But inappropriate things are always amazing.
so yeah. So definitely look up that on YouTube. Just don't if you're a kid.
Yeah.
Or do it if you're a kid. Just don't tell your parents.
And
Oh, that reminds me of a funny story.
even Zealot's upset about the shader gate. So at least I picked up something. If anyone wants more information, they can message him on Discord at Nihar pound or hashtag. I think that's what they call it nowadays. I still call it pound.
You still call it pound when you go on Twitter and you're like,
No, on Twitter it's a hashtag. It's context. In this one,
oh,
it is.
I always read it as hashtag. Like even when I'm dialing a phone,
It's a number sign.
it's my phone hashtag.
No, it's number sign.
Like hashtag awesome.
It's just a hashtag. Period.
It's a pound sign.
Period.
Frazley,
Okay,
you're a
I
millennial.
always
You
call
should
it the
know
num-
it's just a hashtag.
Oh,
I call it
don't
the
you
number
call me a millennial. Mm-mm.
You are a millennial, though.
You just missed on Twitch. I put my. Oh yeah, I just. Yeah, definitely. Message Nihar. That's it with the Destiny stuff.
No more talking about this Destiny stuff.
I know it's not our Destiny.
Ugh.
Oh, Blizzard's opening an esports arena. Did you all see this?
Yes.
That is
Super
interesting.
exciting.
My only question is, do they have enough stuff to keep a whole location active?
Probably.
Overwatch.
So wait, a video game company is building a place for people to go and not play video games and like play sports?
Watch people play video games.
Yes.
Oh. Why would they go to a place to do that? When you could just do that from the internet? Like that's what Twitch is.
There is a feeling when you're in a group of people watching something. Like I don't play football. I don't like football, but even I like going to football parties. I would be even more interested in esports. And everybody that I've heard who's
That's fair.
either been to BlizzCon, they say,
So it's a social gathering kind of
yeah,
thing. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, that was one of the things that caught me off guard when I went to BlizzCon last year. Was I wasn't into esports at all, but once I started going and watching it, you definitely really get into it in our crowd, because they had crowds of like 3,500 people watching.
God, wow.
So yeah, they're starting with Overwatch Contenders Season 1 playoffs. Overwatch League will be next. Probably bring in Hearthstone. Probably bring in Heroes of the Storm. WoW. So I mean, it just caught me off guard that Blizzard would put a whole location in stuff. But I think they're probably going big into esports.
Oh, cool. So have you got your cheese papers?
Oh, let's talk about this. I think this is a great way to end the show, because this is hilarious. So I've got a cheese.
We're already to the end.
Yeah, we've been through all the news.
We've been through all the news.
We glossed over our 7 point. You what? Lady Emma, I missed what you just said.
I haven't gotten my Demon Slayer title yet.
Okay, we'll do the after show, and then but let's end with this cheese story. Unless anybody else has anything they want to bring in for the cheese story. So I went to Wisconsin earlier this year, and I got a cheese hat. To much of the anger of people who don't like Wisconsin Packers. I'm not a sports person, so I just thought,
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
For me, I was like, it's a hat of cheese. That's why I got it. So I've been every once in a while wearing a cheese hat on the stream. Last night while I was streaming, this guy, he's like, he comes on to the Sparkspan's Discord, and he's like,
Well, first of all, we need to explain just all of what happened.
yes, let's do that.
So you streamed, what, 3 nights in a row?
Yes.
And the first 2 nights in the chat, all in all, there were maybe a dozen comments over 2 nights, right?
Yes.
All right.
That.
So last night, it just lit up.
I know, that
All
was...
kinds of people showed up.
I had the most I've ever had on that
Insane.
channel.
They were all from Europe. One of the guys was Russian. And then one of the guys, what was his, Mr. Benson?
Paroy.
No. Mr. Benson came out, and this is right when you came on, was asking us...
Inappropriate
he was asking
questions.
us, no, that was the guy before.
Oh, true, yeah.
No, Benson came on.
Nice.
He was like, I want to know what your opinion is on government cheese. And we're like, what? Or no, he wanted to know cheese rations. So I'm Googling cheese rations.
Well, and like,
And it turns out, so he wanted to know about government cheese. And we're like, yeah, if you're so poor, the government just gives you free cheese. And I'm not sure what he wanted from that. He was just maybe curious about it.
yeah, like, I didn't know if this was like a
cheese has
trap.
protein and calcium and a whole bunch of stuff. So I would totally
And a
go for
shit ton of fat.
Well,
Yes,
you
no,
need
no.
the fat if you're poor, because where else are you going to get it from?
I don't
So
know.
That
I
doesn't
am
make you gain
totally
weight. It just
for-
clogs your arteries.
Yeah.
I am totally for cheese rations.
It wasn't a pro or anti. It was just how, and he was asking me, how does that make you feel? And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
But, so we learned about cheese rations, and
Yeah.
then there was this Russian guy, Paroy. And then we're hanging out, and this guy gets on the voice chat. His name was Federal Cheesemonger,
Yes.
and just takes Frazley to task immediately about his cheese papers for illegally smuggling cheese into the country, and then watching him scramble on Twitch was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
I was trying to
And
find papers, and I found them.
And
Same.
as soon as he was there, he was gone.
Yes.
Oh, it was the stream. Whenever it goes on YouTube, I highly recommend it.
It's already on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
It's like the greatest thing ever.
Yes.
Oh my
It doesn't
gosh.
get any better than the Federal Cheesemonger,
Well, you never
whom
know.
I actually made a separate role for.
Yes.
Now that he is in the Discord, his permanent role is now Federal Cheesemonger, and the color for his name is mac and cheese orange.
That's
Nice. And yeah, that's the fun of like the internet. I don't know how many of them were.
Side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
never know
upside
what you're
of
gonna
it.
run into
You-
there.
You had a guy that
Was asking about.
enjoys himself some World of Warcraft. We'll just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
we'll leave it there. And we had some people who were trying.
Very enjoys himself some World
Yes.
Yeah, and we're gonna. And then
And
we had
wonders
people.
if others do.
We were asking people, and then there are people who were trying to get us. Maybe they were just curious, but we don't know if people were trying to get us to talk about some topics that are very heated in this country. We're like, I don't
I
think we
think
can.
they were just foreigners who were curious about the situation.
Yeah,
I think
I
they read a lot more into that than they really.
Yeah.
Well, you
At first, I read a lot.
it was just one of those. I said I'm not going to talk about that topic on the stream because this is a gaming podcast, and
I just dove
Yeah, and
head
you're
first.
well, you're also like allergic to controversy,
Yeah,
so
I like.
guys.
even
Yeah,
off
I
of the
hate,
stream.
I hate to interrupt, but I gotta bounce.
you got to bounce.
I gotta bounce.
Well, thank you
All
for
right.
joining us, Navar.
All right, thank you guys. I'll catch you.
Hey,
guys.
I'm the only one here who's fat enough to bounce.
I don't know. I can challenge. All right, we'll talk to everybody later.
See you, dude.
See, Navar, thank you for coming out.
See ya.
I would assume that if you're fat though, you don't bounce, you thump.
Now you're the one who's reading too much into something.
With that, let's bounce out of the podcast, and then we can kind of get into the after show and talk about it for a little bit.
I'll give you credit on that transition. That actually worked.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but it's still a transition and it's still a shot.
Yep.
Yes. So,
So thank you, audience, if you're still with us and conscious.
yes, if you're still listening,
So anyone who actually played along with that is just fucking.
I am so sorry, everybody. Oh yeah, let me.
It's all your fault too, Frazley. If you didn't have to do those
so many
stupid
people
tricks,
alcohol poisoning.
You know what? I just put all my artifact power on the wrong weapon.
Ooh!
Oh my God.
I am
how
so.
much was it? How much power was it?
A lot.
Ooh!
Like
lot.
how much million? How many million?
I don't even know, but
That
it
bad?
looks like it's enough to probably level up my non-usable weapon by a lot.
Ooh!
Ooh.
And that's
I
what
know.
it gets me for being on the wrong spec because I wanted to dot everything.
At least now you have it ready if you ever want to try to get that to concordance.
Yep, if I ever want to switch specs, at least
Damn it! I wasted my fell barrage.
Well,
Oh my God.
I know, Eric. I'm so sad now. So I think
What are you sad about?
just everything. I mean, it's the end of the show,
Just
and
everything.
yeah.
Everything makes me sad.
Well, you can find Deceiverr
Cheer
on.
up, Eeyore. It's gonna be okay.
I know. I will try. But you can find Deceiverr on Twitter at twitter.com/Deceiverr with 2 R's _13 and look for him on YouTube. You can find Eric Gauder at Eric Gauder on Twitter. He's
And
in
Eric Gauder on YouTube.
and Eric Gauder on YouTube. And look for
And
his
Facebook everywhere. I just use my own name. It's easier.
yeah. And every Friday he does a Fun Friday video.
I do. Got
we'll
a
have
new one dropping in 41 minutes.
Nice.
Drops at midnight.
Oh, and I've got a new Frazley report at midnight too. So nice.
Fantastic. Everybody check all those things out.
And I am Frazley Sparksman. You can find me on Twitter at Frazleytastic. Find me on Frazzlecast maybe once a year.
And cheap labor at Frazley for hire.
Yes, absolutely. If you need it fixed, we'll call somebody else. And Jer,
And corporation.
where can we find you?
Just on Twitter. Jared plays WoW.
And thank you for coming on the show, Jer. I always enjoy. I think either this episode or the next one, you'll be migrated from guests to regular guests.
Wow.
Woo!
I'm honored. Thank you.
Congratulations!
And Lady Emma, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at lady_Emma.
And Canada.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you
Hey,
ever want to come visit me in Vancouver, I am totally up for going for a pint or 2 or 5.
Frazley.
Maybe a strip club too.
maybe a what?
Strip Club.
Yeah, I'll pass.
And you can find Nevar on Twitter at Nevar_SSS. And you can find him on Twitch every day at Nevar Impossible. So definitely check him out. Sub, because I mean I think he's doing great. He's doing great work. I mean, just again 12 to 14 hours a day. I admire that. That's amazing. And with that, don't forget to buy Lady Emma's Lock Cookies, or I think I just told you.
Also, aside
Don't
from
forget.
Hmm?
Don't forget to eat my lock cookies.
and don't forget to buy Punty McGee's boots. Punting gnomes since 2004.
And
And government cheese.
yes, and Gnomes Rule.
Free.
So Gauder, is that just kind of going to be your thing now?
Pimping government cheese. Like
That sounds good.
I mean, diseased cow offering government cheese. It's pretty appropriate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that works. That works. Diseased cow.
I actually got in trouble for making cookies in the morning and giving them to my boyfriend's coworkers.
Why did you get what?
I baked fresh cookies in the morning, and
you
then
got
he
in
brought
trouble
them to
for
work.
making cookies in the morning?
Yeah,
Who did you? You're an adult. How did you get in trouble?
my boyfriend was late for his carpool, but it wasn't because of the cookies. It was because my app wasn't working properly.
So it's still the fault of the cookies that your app wasn't working properly?
No, it was 7-Eleven's fault for why my app wasn't working properly, and that's the reason why we were late, not because I made cookies, because I put the cookies in the oven while I was getting ready.
Ah, I understand.
But everyone loves them, and apparently there wasn't enough to go around.
There never is.
Nope, never
No.
is.
Especially because these were like lemon, cream cheese, white chocolate cookies.
So the whitest cookies on earth.
No, they were very yellow. They were very yellow because they were lemon.
Oh, I forgot the lemon part. I heard like cream cheese and white chocolate. I'm just like, wow.
Oh, no, there's lemon in the white chocolate as well.
Oh, I'd eat it. I'd eat it.
Basically, it's like, it was just very lemony. But everyone loved them.
Yeah. This dead air is so awesome.
I know. So everyone, don't forget to eat my law cookies.
Welcome to the Frazley Report, a short news report every Friday by the Awesome Gnome. I am Frazley, and this is your news report for Friday, September 8th, 2017. Gamer Frederick Michaels was recently taken hostage by his alts. They were enjoying finally getting some attention by their creator. They were almost at Cataclysm content, eager to get into Legion soon, until 7.3 hit. Frederick decided to put them aside for a month while he went back to his main, a Taran druid named Moosing. The alts decided it was time for an intervention. This past Tuesday, Mr. Michaels was logging into the game when his characters would not let him select Moosing. They then proceeded to lock him out of exiting the game. The alts started talking with him and voiced their concerns. Frederick acknowledged he had not been giving them the love they deserved. He promised to give them 3 hours a week. They agreed to this, thankful for any love compared to the months of drought prior to 7.2. They then let him log into Moosing. This just came across the news desk. Apparently, Frederick pre-ordered Destiny 2 earlier today on PC after the recent open beta. This can't be good. What's this? Frederick Michaels has not shown up for his raid night. No one can find him on Battle.net. Folks, we will keep you updated on any further reports. At this time, we ask all listeners to please respect your alts. Give time to them and let them know you care for them. Thank you for tuning into the Frazley Report. You can find us at frazleyreport.com. Remember to be awesome to all and have a great weekend. We'll see you here next Friday. I'm going to go make sure that my alts know that I care about them. Frazzlecast is a fan podcast that covers Blizzard games. We are not affiliated with Blizzard Entertainment. Views expressed by the host and guests are their own. Some of the art, music, and sound effects come from Blizzard games and are owned by Blizzard Entertainment, Inc. No copyright infringement is intended.